Hi there guys! Subscribe, hit the like button and write in the comments below which fixtures you're planning to watch today. And while you're typing, we proceed to start. Let's get the show on the pitch. Rafael Varane has picked up an injury during the Premier League duel against Chelsea. He risks missing the World Cup tournament. Manchester City scored 600 goals in the Premier League under Pep Guardiola. Only Ferguson's Manchester United and Wenger's Arsenal scored more. Katia Aveiro, sister of Cristiano Ronaldo, compared her brother to the crucified Jesus Christ on her Instagram page. Nottingham Forest beat Liverpool for the first time since 1996. Khvicha Kvaratskhelia will be given a salary rise at Napoli, Calcio Napoli 24 reports. Manchester United are eyeing Bayer Leverkusen right-back Jeremy Frimpong. Karim Benzema has missed the clash against Sevilla because of muscle fatigue. The Football Association of England will not investigate Jurgen Klopp's comment about Manchester City, which was considered xenophobic. AC Milan intend to extend the agreement with head coach Stefano Pioli until 2025. Former Japan international Masuta Kudo has tragically died at the age of 32 after a brain surgery in which he was diagnosed with hydrocephalus in early October. Messi has delivered 6 assists to Mbappe with PSG in Ligue 1 2022-23, which is the highest tally of assists delivered from one player to another among the European top 5 leagues. Rennes have confirmed a new deal with attacking midfielder Lovren Mayer until 2027. Marcelo could be moving to the MLS side Los Angeles Galaxy, Don Balon notifies. Frankie de Jong plans to receive all the money Barcelona owes him under the contract until 2026 and did not agree to a pay cut. Lazio perceive Rafa Mir and Lucas Boye as replacements for the injured Ciro Immobile. Aston Villa will have to pay a €30 million buyout clause to Sporting if the Villains want to appoint Ruben Amorim as head coach. Schalke 04 have announced the signing of defender Timothy Kalajdzic. PSG are keeping tabs on AC Milan defender Pierre Kalulu as they consider him a more affordable target than Milan Skriniar. Former German coach Christoph Daum was diagnosed with lung cancer. Youssoufa Moukoko is still reluctant to extend his contract with Borussia Dortmund due to his family. Hakan Çalhanoğlu has attracted the attention of Manchester United and Newcastle, Calciomercato notes. Karim Benzema shared his Ballon d'Or with the fans at the Santiago Bernabeu prior to kick-off in La Liga match week 11 clash with Sevilla. Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea and Tottenham are monitoring Wilfried Zaha, according to Football London. Olympique Lyon will receive €1 million for Karim Benzema winning the Ballon d'Or due to the clause included in a contract with Real Madrid at the time the transfer took place. Erling Haaland slotted 22 goals in 15 appearances under Guardiola, equaling Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who needed 46 games to do the same thing. Milan Skriniar could join Barcelona in January, according to Calciomercato. Real Madrid can resume contract extension talks with Marco Asensio after the World Cup. Cristiano Ronaldo could sign a contract with Inter Miami as a replacement for Gonzalo Higuain. Frankie de Jong may pursue his career in Liverpool in the winter transfer window, writes ESPN. A supporter of French Marseille was charged with attempted murder for firing a distress rocket which seriously injured the neck of a German fan at the stadium. FIFA President Gianni Infantino presented a new reform aimed at increasing control over transfers, the rules of which will come into force on November 16, 2022. Northern Ireland head coach Jan Barklow has been sacked. Luka Modric celebrated his 453 Real Madrid appearance with a goal. Jose Mourinho jokingly answered the question of how he's gonna stop Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. If he runs past, I might try to kick him, AS Roma coach told. Among other things, many intriguing games were played in the European big leagues yesterday. The latest results are in front of you. Moving on to the main news of the release. So far, there is no way Liverpool can win away this season in the Premier League. This time, the Reds suffered a 1-0 defeat from Nottingham Forest. Man City easily outclassed Brighton 3-1, thanks to Haaland's brace and De Bruyne's accurate shot. Chelsea and Manchester United exchanged goals at the end of the game, eventually sharing points in a 1-1 draw. Casemiro responded to Jorginho's goal from the penalty spot with a brilliant header. As for the Bundesliga, RB Leipzig recovered from losing 0-3 during the match, ending the game versus Augsburg in a draw. Dortmund delighted Signal Iduna Park with a crushing triumph over Stuttgart, scoring 5-0, while Bayern easily dealt with Hoffenheim 0-2. Meanwhile in Italy, AC Milan confidently crushed Monza 4-1, and Inter snatched an enchanting victory versus Fiorentina with a score of 3-4, scoring the last gasp winner in added time. As for Spain, Modric, Vázquez, and Valverde secured Real Madrid's dominance over Sevilla with 3-1. Mauricio Pochettino was spotted at the Camp Nou stadium watching Barcelona's 3-0 win over Villarreal earlier this week. The Argentine was invited by the Blaugrana to watch the game from the presidential box. He's been without a team since July, when the Paris Saint-Germain board decided to fire the coach. Pochettino arrived to watch the game precisely at Barcelona's worst moment so far under Xavi after the Clásico defeat and the Champions League near elimination. Earlier, Xavi admitted that he may be replaced by another coach if the team fails. At any rate, Pochettino is clearly not a front-runner for the job, as UCL winner Thomas Tuchel would be a prime target. Erik ten Hag wants striker Cristiano Ronaldo to apologize to his teammates for his behavior and his demonstrative exit to the dressing room. Now the Manchester United boss wants this to happen in front of the whole team, not just him and his staff. Then Ronaldo will have a chance to return to the first team next week. Manchester United are ready to part ways with Cristiano Ronaldo for free. The Premier League club is set to take such a step in order to get rid of the 37-year-old Portuguese's enormous salary. Cristiano earns £500,000 a week, with his deal lasting until the summer of 2023. Manchester United have agreed to sell Ronaldo without compensation right from the summer, while the Red Devils owners, the Glazers, approved this decision, minding the forward's desire to switch teams. However, there is still no interest in the player on the market. The only available alternative was only connected to Saudi Arabia side Al Hilal. Man United believe that Ronaldo's successful performance at the 2022 World Cup would provoke others' interest in his services. A 6-month loan option from January is possible if someone agrees to pay at least part of Cristiano's salary. PSG football advisor Luis Campos is in personal talks with Lionel Messi over his new contract with the club. Negotiations reportedly started a few weeks ago but are still kept in the early stages. Messi's intentions are currently unclear, despite him doing well in Paris and enjoying life in France. The 35-year-old Argentine will seriously reconsider his future after the end of the World Cup in Qatar. Nevertheless, the probability of him staying at Paris Saint-Germain is quite high. Manchester City would risk rocking the boat if they were to move for Paris Saint-Germain striker Kylian Mbappe in the future, according to journalist Dean Jones. According to The Telegraph, PSG have no intention of selling their star man and would only consider offers of more than £300 million. Man City are reportedly among the handful of clubs who would be able to afford the attacker if he were to leave in the near future. Folks, check out the new video from our football club project. There we have Messi, Mbappe, and other world football stars naming their favorites who might succeed at the 2022 World Cup. Have a good time watching. It was Football News. Have a nice one, and see you in a bit.